أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
No way. Advice to the munshideen. Munshideen is the plural of munshid. Munshid is one who sings. Nasheed. Nasheed. What is nasheed? Well, nasheed is supposed to be something, but it has become something else. Nasheed is supposed to be raf'u sawt bi-shi'r. Is to raise your voice while delivering some poetry. That's it. A nice poem, raise your voice. But today nasheed is a business. Nasheed is a science in Islam, which people study. Nasheed is studios, nasheed is DVDs, nasheed is touring the world, performance, nasheed has a fan base, nasheed is, what is this nasheed? It went to extremes. And listen to the lecture, the classical hit, it's bad, to get the guidelines. These munshideen, ya munshideen, jazakumullah khair, we again don't doubt their niyyah. We assume their niyyah probably better than ours, ya akhi. You want better than that? We assume by Allah, their niyyah could be purer than our niyyah. Yet, if you have such beautiful niyyah, why don't you do something according to the sunnah of the Messenger of Allah? Wallahi, it's easy. Learn, ya akhi. If you have a beautiful voice, unlike mine, recite the Quran. We need some people with nice recitation, because when you pray like right now, and if you prayed with us in the masjid nearby, when you pray behind someone who recites the Quran nicely, it affects you way more than when someone who may be good but doesn't recite as good. SubhanAllah, there's a relationship. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said, تَغَنُّ. He said, beautify your voice in the Quran. لَيْسَ مِنَّا. He's not one of us who doesn't beautify his voice when reciting the Quran. So use this voice for the Quran. Seek knowledge. If you want to tour the world, deliver some lectures. But you sing on stage, and you have a sister in front of you jumping, and saying, you know, I love you. Come back. This is the service of Islam, ya Shaykh. Ma'alish. Haram. And how much money you making, man? How much money you making, akhi? How much money you make from these albums? I mean, the people of Dawah sell the DVD for 2 riyals just to produce more. Just to produce the goodness to go around. Trying to make money, become rich, and the Muslims are dying? How much money are you donating? Or you make all this money, you give 1% of the money to the poor Muslims. You're making money out of haram, ya Shaykh. That's what it boils down to. It's not lawful, man. You know, just if you're going to recite some poetry without any sound effects, without any background noises, without all this hype, alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair. We're not going to tell you don't do anything, but stick to the guidelines. If you want to know the guidelines, go back to the lecture, the classical hit, it's bad. Artists and singers. I give you the good news. Brother Shiraz Upal, Pakistani brother. Big singer, obviously if you're Pakistani you should know him. If you're not, then you're excused. A big famous artist in the Pakistani world. He has left music. Alhamdulillah. His name is Shiraz Upal, if I pronounced it correctly. U-P-P-A-L. And I've been communicating with him, alhamdulillah. And so I give him a message right now. Stay firm, akhi. Jazakallahu khairan. You've done that. It's difficult. You see some of his pictures, man. The guy was, you know, the whole rockin' thing, you know. Open shirt and all that stuff. So now, alhamdulillah, for him to leave all that alone, this is a big ni'mah from Allah. And he will influence all his followers, because they're going to say, whoa, my singer, you know, left it alone. So hopefully they will, you know, it will knock some sense into them. So jazakallah khair, stay firm, akhi. Be careful of people that were trying to put you down. Be careful of shayateen of ins who are always there to discourage you from what you have done. And be careful of deviant groups trying to have you become one of their members. So be careful of Sufis and others who are trying to get a hold of you. Stick to the sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Learn. This is the best time to learn right now, because your iman must be running high, inshallah. And so generally to the artists and singers, do what the brother did. Do what Napoleon did, do what Loon did, do what these big people who were really out there, left all this for the sake of Allah, we assume. And they had way more than you can ever anticipate. If they've done it, you can do it. So all the singers and artists who think they're cool, leave that alone. And which reminds me, there are some videos of like these Muslim rappers. Okay, it's very, very disturbing. Very disturbing. Look, Some people claim that if you are from that race, then you are prone to behave in a particular way. Okay? First, that is not true. Secondly, you can't be a Muslim gangster. It just doesn't work, man. That's what... Yo! We're Muslims. No. Videos, man, guy smoking a joint, mentioning Allah's name. It just doesn't click, man. Some of them got beards, akhi. They got beards, man. And they're rapping, full-fledged rap, beat, music in the background. And some of them saying, you know, I should be in the masjid doing the sunnah, but instead I'm doing this because, you know, weird stuff. Say, ya ikhwan, this is not pleasing to Allah. You can't have this hardcore image and be a humble Muslim simultaneously. It's just not compatible. The Messenger of Allah was not like that. The Sahaba were not like that. You can't be a Muslim gangster or a wannabe gangster or someone who pretends to be. You cannot. You just have to leave that alone. Now we understand if you were raised in a particular place that will have an influence on you, no doubt. But this is what we have to work on leaving, not sing about it. We work on, yes, we all have these jahiliyyah in us. If you come from jahiliyyah, you bring a lot of garbage with you. And that garbage sometimes you can't throw one day. You have to throw it gradually. Every day you throw away a little bit. But to be bragging about it instead of feeling sad that we still have this garbage is really sad. So please, you know, the ikhwan, this is really inappropriate. Wallah, it's sad to see a Muslim rapping and speaking about the deen of Allah in the rap song. In the rap songs, right along with other things and haram and music, all this like making it halal. And go back to the lecture, the classical hit, it's bad. You will see some more of that. Mocking videos. People who make videos mocking others. Hopefully you haven't seen them. Maybe you have, but it's some crazy stuff, man. You know how much time these people got to make like 50 video of a person where he's, you know, in different positions. Sometimes he has a monkey in the background. Sometimes he has turntables. Sometimes the Pope. All kinds of stuff. A lot of time on their hand. And they just make videos to mock other Muslims. Why, ya akhi? Ya akhi, you have some time. Do something beneficial for yourself. You can meet Allah with on Yawm al-Qiyamah. Make a whole video to mock someone, just to make fun of them. Someone by person. Not a behavior, no, a particular person. Say, stop that, Allah will hold you accountable. You think you're being smart, you think you're doing something wise, wallahi you're not. This was never the way of our righteous predecessors. Even if you disagree with the person, there are manners to deal with that. You don't make a video just to mock them.
والذين في أموالهم حق معلوم